I'm your host, clinical psychologist Dr. Steve Orma. I'll show you how owning your own life is the path to success. And welcome to another episode of Selfish for Success. I'm Dr. Steve Orma, a clinical psychologist and your host. Today, we're going to talk about how to have total confidence in yourself, how to be totally confident in yourself. And in particular, we're going to focus on be confident in your ability to achieve a dream that you have or a big goal. I mean, life comes down to pursuing goals and values that you want to have in your life, whether that is a career or a certain romantic partner or, something that you want to do for fun, like travel the world. And in order to do those things, you need to be confident in yourself. Self-doubt, which is the opposite of self-confidence, is one of the major things that stops people from pursuing and going after the goals and dreams that they have and building the life that they want. And so often, because of that self-doubt, people don't really go for what they want, or they start out and they give up really quickly, and they basically just give up on their dreams and their goals because they believe that they can't do it. So today, I'm going to talk about how you can have total confidence in yourself. We're going to start out with, first of all, what self-confidence is not, because that's one of the problems is having the wrong idea about what it means to be confident. That can actually kill your confidence. And most people have the wrong view of what confidence is and also where confidence comes from. There's a lot of incorrect ideas about what creates confidence in a person. So let's start there, and then we'll get to actually how you can have and build that confidence within yourself. So let's say you have a dream, and that dream could be you want to start your own business, or it could be you are looking for an amazing romantic partner and you want to build an amazing relationship with that person. Or it could be you want to go on an adventure and travel the world. But with whatever your dream is, you feel self-doubt. You feel like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just not sure I have the capability. And therefore, you're either not pursuing it, not going after it. It's just sort of there in your mind, or maybe it's been in your mind for a long time, but you've been, too doubtful about yourself to go after it. Or maybe you're starting to pursue it, but you're kind of doing it, not fully committed. You're not feeling confident about your ability to do it. Well, let's just start there. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the difference between uncertainty and self-doubt. These things get confused a lot, and they're used interchangeably as if they're the same thing, and they're not. So uncertainty is a normal and natural occurrence in a certain situation. So if I stuck you into the cockpit of an airplane and I told you to fly the plane, and you've never flown a plane before and you have no knowledge or experience flying airplanes, you are going to feel an enormous amount of uncertainty that you can fly the plane. And that would be expected. It would be normal to feel that because you've never done it before. You have no knowledge and experience on how to fly an airplane. Just like the first time you drove a car, or you were learning to drive a car, you had a lot of uncertainty. You were very awkward. You made mistakes. You didn't know quite what you were doing because you've never done it before. The reason for that is simple. Everything that a human being knows how to do, you had to learn it at some point. Everything that you know how to do, you had to learn it at some point, from walking to talking to tying your shoelaces to, know how to cook pasta. You had to learn all of that. And when you first learned all those things, you had uncertainty because you never done it before. So uncertainty does not mean you're doubting yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not confident. And a lot of times people interpret uncertainty, which is just when you just naturally don't know something, and they interpret that as self-doubt, as if they are not confident in themselves. And that's not true. And then if you interpret it in that way, then you start seeing yourself as this unconfident person. Or when you feel uncertainty, when it's normal to feel it, you feel like there's something wrong and it's a sign not to move forward. That's what stops a lot of people. Let's say they want to start a business And then they start thinking about starting a business and all the things required to do that, and they feel all this uncertainty. Oh my God, I've never done marketing. I don't know how to choose the product or whatever it is. And then they interpret that as, oh, well, I'm just must not be confident. I'm not capable in this area. All those other business people out there, boy, they must have a lot of confidence to do what they're doing. And so this probably isn't the right area for me to go into. Right? Now apply that to any other area. If your dream is to travel the world and you're feeling uncertainty, or if you want to ask someone out, but you don't have a lot of experience or skill in asking someone out, you're going to feel uncertainty, and that's normal and natural. So uncertainty is a normal and natural feeling or response when you are trying to do something that you've never done before, that you have no knowledge of and no skill in. Now, that is not a problem. Where the problem is when you doubt your ability to learn that thing. When you doubt your ability to fly the plane, if you want to learn how to fly a plane, or start a business, or ask the person out you want to ask out, or figure out a travel plan for traveling the world, or whatever it is. Uncertainty isn't the problem. It's when you doubt or you're uncertain about your ability to figure it out, to learn how to do it. And that is what self-doubt is. Self-doubt is essentially doubting your ability to learn new skills, to figure things out, to handle situations or figure out how to handle certain situations. So if you were learning how to fly, self-doubt would not be, you don't know how to fly. It's, I don't believe that I can learn. I don't believe I can figure it out or learn everything I need to learn. And that will shut you down. So confidence, self-confidence, the opposite of self-doubt, is not knowing everything or being good at everything. Those are ways that people think about confidence is boy, that person just knows everything. They're so brilliant, or they just have so much knowledge about it. That's what gives them confidence. Or confidence means someone who's just good at everything. They're always confident at every single thing that they do and never feel uncertain about anything. And that just does not exist, because you can't be confident at specific skills like flying airplanes or running businesses or asking people out on dates or whatever it is if you have no experience or knowledge about how to do those specific things. You're going to feel uncertain. And the people who are the best in the world at what they do, when they first started out doing it, they had uncertainty because they'd never done it before. And then they learned over time the skills and the knowledge that they needed in order to build confidence in that area. So it's not knowing everything and it's not being good at everything. Now, also, where does self-confidence come from? Well, there's a lot of misbeliefs about what actually gives you self-confidence.